pray with me. More of you, O Christ, less of me. More of you, O Christ, less of me. More of you, O Christ, less of me. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of all our hearts draw us closer to, O God, our rock and our Redeemer. Amen. What gives us strength when something horrible happens? What gives us strength when we're going through something we don't understand, we don't like, it's painful? You all have wonderful wisdom. But this story is interesting in that they're walking to Emmaus to go hang out with their buddies because Jesus has been crucified. And they literally don't know what any of it meant, or what will happen next, or what to do. They don't have a clue. They are as distraught as anyone can be. I can't even really put my feet in their shoes or sandals. Can't really do it. I've certainly lost. I've had great losses in my life, sometimes multiple losses, but I've never been out on the road with a teacher who gave me the greatest hope I've ever had and watched the empire crucify him. I really can't wrap my head around that. But they're walking along, they're heading to go be with their friends, and this stranger shows up. The stranger shows up, and they're talking about all the things that had happened, and the stranger seems to have unbelievable wisdom. And it's making them feel better. So sometimes, you know, Brian, it is your community, or it's what, but it could be just strangers. And I don't know about you, but I've had sometimes, you know, angels unawares, as Hebrews says. I've had people I didn't know at all have sometimes just something's clicked into place. So they were having that kind of a moment with this stranger. And then they get where they're going, and they still don't seem to recognize him. I guess there's some kind of thing that keeps them from being able to see. It's plainly in front of them. And they don't recognize him until he breaks the bread, and then he disappears. And I've preached on the breaking of the bread part of this a lot. You'll be at a table, and suddenly someone who was your enemy becomes your friend. You'll be at a table with others, and suddenly something that was just unclear becomes clear. That's a good sermon. That's not today's sermon. I was stuck by this phrase that you could put on a t-shirt. Did not our hearts burn? Ooh, burning hearts. Now, those of you who may have been raised trad Catholic, you've seen Jesus with a flaming heart, right? And I've always liked that. And back to our Methodist friends here, you know, I don't think Charles Wesley was willing to set the heart on fire, but did talk about a strangely warm heart. But what kept coming to me was this song from Six, A Heart of Stone. Now, usually if you say somebody's got a heart of stone, that is an insult. Stone-hearted. But you never say someone who's stone-hearted is weak. Right? Usually if you use that stone-hearted, it means they're strong. And I got to thinking, how does someone become stone-hearted? How does someone become stone-hearted? It means usually, in my experience, that they've had their heart broken so much and repaired so much. The repairs, as you know, are often stronger than the original item. We're stronger where we're broken. We get our strength from the places where we have been broken and repaired. And the song, dare I say aria, from 6, because it is kind of an aria, isn't it? How does the earth get strong? Winds blow. The river dries up. And what's left in that dry riverbed is stone. And it's an eternal stone. So my invitation today is not to become hard-hearted, is not to become stone cold, but to recognize that our strength is often most powerful at the broken places. When our hearts are broken and then healed, we are really strong. Now, some of it, I think, can be also, and Sharon and I were talking about this earlier this week, the really awful experiences. Once you've been through one, you go, well, I survived that. If it comes around again, you're like, well, done it before. I'm really not happy it's back, but yeah, I've been there, done that. I can do this. And this is one of the gifts of age, is you've survived a few things and you know you can survive a few things. You know, that first really hard loss of a friend or a family, and you think the grief will break you. And then it doesn't. So when the next loss comes, you know something about grief. So one of the things I would have added to strength is experience. I'm stronger because I have been through some things. Some would say I'm really strong because of that. But every time you go through a heartbreak, and you get a little bit of stone in your heart, that doesn't mean that your heart is closed. It just means it will be eternal. That heart of stone can be counted on. Even when the fire goes out, even when it seems like nothing else can help. Having a heart that has been broken and repaired is a heart that is ready. That is a heart that can survive. So for these people who had been Jesus's closest friends, his mother, I thought about singing this from the point of view of his mother, and I could have. Mother Mary, Brian, source of strength. His mother is actually named Mary. I decided to sing it from the point of view of Mary Magdalene because, as I said on Easter, she's the one who so healed her broken heart that she was able to go and be in the presence of an emperor, a Roman emperor, and be at his table and challenge him that yes, there is life beyond death. And tradition says that she picked up an egg from the table and it immediately turned blood red. Because Bonnie, miracles happen. That's part of the experience. We not only have the things that broke us that had to be repaired, but we also, over time, come to believe that there are miracles because they keep happening, even if we don't believe in them. And John, we stay optimistic, right? We keep looking for the good. We keep looking for the way it works out. And if we do that, We're unbreakable, unshakable. I want a heart like that. Some days I have a heart like that. May it be so for you. May you be stronger at the broken places. May you be willing to look, Dan, at the weaknesses, at the places where you are broken. Confront that, understand that. And with the help of higher power, of Jesus, of whatever it is, you can name it for yourself. Sorry. Allergies. We can find that we're unbreakable, we're unstoppable, we're unshakable. And our hearts live on. Not really as stone, but as strong. May it be so for each and every one of us. And may we have people with hearts of stone willing to do the work of justice and peace. Because if you're going to be a bleeding heart and wear it on your sleeve, honey, it's not going to work. We have to know in our heart of hearts that we're strong enough. We're good enough. We can do what needs doing. And we can help each other become strong. Not to wave our strength around, but to be ready when the storms come and the rain falls and the ground shakes and whatever happens to us, whether it's a cancer diagnosis, whether it's a relationship that went kablooey, whatever it is, we're ready. We're ready. May it be so. Amen.